Hey there, welcome. I want to show you today how to create your very own Principal Finder. It's a really simple PDF that you can create to post on your office door so that people know where to find you in the event that you are away from your office. As a principal, I know that we are often called to various things and sneak away, and it's nice for people to know where we are and how they can find us. So here's an example of one that I've created for myself. At the very top, it says, welcome, come on in, open door policy, green light, come on in. And so what I would do is I post this on a magnetic clippy on the outside of my office. And then I have a clothespin that I attach and just move up and down depending on what location I'm going to be in. And then in the event that I'm not in my office, here I'm telling people exactly where I am. So I'm either in classrooms or I'm in the lunchroom or in a meeting. I might be outside supervising students. If my door is closed, this would explain why, because I'm actually on a call, or a simple one that you can use too is just that you're away. However, I know that some of you are going to have different categories that you're going to want to post, so I'm going to show you how you can create your own custom one. You can also change the colors, change the layout, whatever you like to suit you. So let me show you how to do that. We're going to use today the free version of Canva. I'm a huge fan of Canva, so if you don't already have a free account, go ahead and create one for yourself. I literally use it every day. I use it so much that I actually have invested in the pro version, totally worth it. But for all intents and purposes today, you just need the free version. So what you're going to do is come over here on the left and create a design. And I want this to be 8.5 by 11 inches. So the first thing you'll do is drop down to indicate inches. And I want it to be 8.5 by 11 inches because I'm just going to print this on white cardstock. Looks beautiful, holds up well, and then I'm going to laminate it so that I can reuse it. And here you've got your blank canvas. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more so I can see it a little bit better. All right, so the way that Canva works is that your entire toolbar is over here on the left. There are more tools than you may know what to do with, and for this project, we're not going to need very many of them. I'll show you your way around. Up here is the title bar, so I'm going to change this to be called Principal Finder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some shapes of my choosing and then fill in the text on top of them. So the way you're going to find your shapes is to go down here to Elements, click on Elements. And here's the ones that they give you some categories to choose from, but I'm just going to literally type in the word shapes and see what we have to play with. Now, depending on who you are and what you value and what you like, you could choose to use hearts or circles or squares or whatever shape you like. To make the one that I just demonstrated, I'm going to choose this one. So I'm just going to click on it once and it drags over here. Notice that it's a different shape than my last one was. And the cool thing about this is that you can completely customize the shape, the size. Canva is super cool in that you just drag and drop and pull and push, and you can make things be whatever size you want them to be. And so what I'm doing is just adjusting with these little bars to adjust the size. Then I also have total flexibility to make decisions about colors. So let's say I want this to be in the spirit of my school colors. Notice up here on the left, I've got two color choices. So obviously the one on the right indicates the outside border and the one on the inside indicates the inside color. Well, my school colors are red, white, and black. So I'm going to turn this into red. I'm going to make my inside be white, and we're going to call it good. And so let's say I want to create just 4 other options that I'm going to move my clothespin up and down throughout the day. I can do a couple things. I can come over here and I can just create another one from scratch, or I can click on this box and come up here to where there's a little plus symbol, and then it drops down and tells you can duplicate it. So you can just also duplicate that. So depending on what you're looking for, you can simply just duplicate this all the way up and down so that, let's say you have just a few of these options here to choose from. So let's say you wanted to have 3 or 4. You can then adjust your size to as you see fit in order to make these be exactly what you want them to be. Like so, just adjusting my sizes. And then I will move them closer together so that I can fit a fourth one down below. And then you have a couple of options. One is you could just go ahead and laminate this and then use a dry erase marker to write in those locations that you like to visit. I'm pretty consistent throughout my day, so I'm either in classrooms or I'm in the hallway or I'm on duty or I'm out at the playground or I'm in a meeting or on the phone. So what I might do is just add in here some words. So over on the left-hand side, the toolbar, you can click on text, and then the text menu opens up for you. This is pretty cool. You've got 3 sizes to choose from, and these are pretty cool in that they just are the starting sizes. You're not married to those sizes once you start. You can completely customize them. Your other option is to use a combination of fonts that Canva has chosen that they think look really great together. So whether you want to choose your school font or one of theirs, that's one way to go. I'm going to show you a sweet little trick here. Because I don't want these red things to move on me, what I'm going to do is actually lock them in place. So I'm going to drag my cursor over all 4 of them and highlight them. And up here in the upper right-hand corner, you see the little lock symbol. Just click that guy. And now as I move my text boxes around, those guys aren't going to move, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start adding some locations where I might be. So I clicked on the top one, add a heading. I'm going to drag that up here, and I'm going to say, come on in, because let's say I'm in my office and that's where I'm at. I'd love for you to just come on in and I'm free. Then I'm going to have some fun with the fonts. So Canva has an overwhelmingly awesome stash of fonts. So I actually have available a font cheat sheet for Canva on my website at opendoorprincipal.com. Be sure to go ahead and download that. It's a place where I store all my favorite fonts and also teach you how to make your own. So right now what I'm going to do is just highlight that and choose one of my favorite fonts, which in this case is New Montreal. I always spell that wrong. New Montreal. Oh, and it's not going to let me because that's usually in my pro version, of course. Another favorite of mine is Glacial Indifference. That's a good one, and it's available in the free version. So there you go. There's a little plug for the pro version so you can get the New Montreal. So all I did there is I changed the font, adjusted the size, and it's ready to go. So let's see here. What I can do is either come over here and click add a heading and dump another text box in here, or I can click on this, come up here to duplicate, and create another one right over the top and drag that down here. So let's say now I am in classrooms. Notice that that doesn't fit with that same 100-point font here. So what I can do is do some adjusting. I'm going to drag out. I actually want this all on one line, so I'm going to drag out until that's the case and then adjust my corner so that it's a smaller size and then relocate that into the center. Now you'll notice, like I said, that the reds aren't moving, which is super cool. If that weren't the case, it would be a little frustrating. Now I'm doing a minor adjustment here because I want this centered in the square. You can see as I'm dragging, those pink little grid lines show up, which is very helpful. All right, 2 more to go. Next, I'm going to duplicate once again. Oftentimes I'm either out greeting kids at the bus stop or parents at drop-off, and so I also do afternoon duty, so I'm going to also say outside because I think it's helpful to know it's helpful for people to know if I'm outside instead. I'm going to adjust this to be a little bit bigger. The font size I used up above here was 100, so I'm going to use this out of consistency, drag it till I've got that little laser target, and I'm good to go. And then the final place that I'm going to list for today is just unavailable. That could be for various reasons. Perhaps I've got a student in my office and we're having a private conversation. Perhaps I'm on the phone, perhaps I'm in a meeting. That's just a really universal way to say that you're not available at this time. So there you have it. This is a really simple way to create your own Principal Finder. Like I said, another option is to just delete all of these and leave them blank, laminate it, and then write in your own locations. You can also get very creative, and I'm going to unlock these red guys because I'd like to get them unlocked so I can work with them. So what you do is you click on it and unlock, click and unlock. I'm going to show you one other quick slick trick that you can do if you wanted to make this have some more locations, you can easily just group by dragging and hovering and selecting various features, and you can adjust your sizes. So let's say you wanted to add several options of where you are. You can certainly do that. You can change the colors to whatever you would like, and whatever fits your Principal lifestyle. If you appreciate this video, found it useful, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by just hitting subscribe down below. Final step for you is, all you're going to do now is you are going to come on up here to this downward arrow, and you have the option to either download it as an image. I would download this one as a PDF print, save it to my hard drive, print it, laminate it, and go. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.